Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel.
It's been a while.
From winter to summer.
Usually at night, now we can do it during the day.
Daytime.
But not for long. Anyway, in today's video, we're going to talk about if we were to rewind 10 years.
10 odd years.
10 years from where we are right now. What would we give, I guess,
the younger selves of us an advice. Advices.
Yeah, so, we look at it right now, we're on our 30s.
Late 30s.
Late 30s.
Yeah.
So if we were on late 20s.
I'll say early 20s.
Early 20s.
When you start working, or even younger. That's what we're trying to teach our kids now.
Yeah, so we're teaching our kids about money at a young age in the hope that they don't do a lot of dramatic mistakes that I did when I was young age.
Yeah, we'd rather them to lose the $10 or $20 instead of $10 or $20,000.
If not more.
Yes.
So I guess this is our bits and pieces. If you guys started in your journey, I guess reaching out towards FIRE, trying to think of retirement early, having side hustle, or I guess get out of that job mentality.
Yeah, it's a big change.
Massive.
Yeah.
Actually, a couple of days ago, I was in a meeting, in a corporate event, and I was like, "Oh, I forgot what a corporate event feels like."
Yeah.
And I'm
I'm just not into company politics and things, the hierarchy. No, we're not.
We're not there. We don't want to go there. In fact, we don't want to go back there.
No.
So, anyway, this is our just bits and pieces as we go through our financial journey as well. Bits and pieces of advice that we go through, and if we do return, if anyone's actually younger than us or trying to start your financial journey or FIRE journey, there's a couple
these
of things.
Advices will help, right?
Yeah. So
first.
The first one will be, not in any order by any mean, but now I do look at the super as a, okay, you win on this one. Maximize your super. For me, in the beginning, when I was young, early 20s, when I started my working, let's say, super is like, it's so far away.
It is so normal. Everyone think the same. No one pay attention to the super.
Yeah.
Even I tried to ask you a few times, should we put more money in super because it's long term, it's backup. You're like, it's like 65 or 70. We can't touch the money. But what if we didn't have money at that time and we couldn't work? What if?
This is like a plan Z.
But it's just giving you a bonus. Just treat it like a bonus. It's not your financial plan. Not financial, final plan. Yeah.
So for me, we've got like plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G until Z. Yeah. So if plan A didn't work, at least we have plan B. If B doesn't work, at least you got C. C doesn't work, D, E, F, G. Yeah. So keep on going.
Super is if everything fall apart.
Correct.
If our plan didn't go, so at least we have a backup.
That's it.
Or if everything works out, and it can be a bonus.
For that alone as well, I understand that when you're young, when you start working as casual or part-time, it doesn't mean a lot of money, because I know it's only coming out about $100, if that. Small.
Well, no, casual, I don't think they have to.
Sorry, part-time.
Yeah,
whatever
I'm not
it is.
sure now, I don't know. But a lot of people, they don't have much super in the account and they don't really see it. I think maybe they're just looking at the cash. How much do I have now? They're not looking how much will I have in the future.
That's it. Using a compound interest calculator helps as well, and to see if you're putting in this amount of dollars per week, how much is that going to look like when you're fast forward, you become 65 or at your retirement age.
Yeah. Even for us, we've been self-employed for a few years. We've been putting money in our super. Yeah. Because we didn't work for any companies. There's no super, but we're still putting in because you need to keep the ball rolling.
That's it.
And I stopped working for a few years. That time we were because of maternity leave. We didn't know about that, but then we just start putting money in. And
then the other thing is we keep track on it now every fortnight at least, and to see if all of our investment superannuation is one of them as well, to make sure that they're actually growing. So and
if you don't know what to do with your super, for us, ideally is 15% of your salary.
So salary, if you work it out in a yearly basis, or if not, work it out based on your paycheck or pay slip or so. I'm sure they can figure out. I don't know how much it is. If not, call your payroll. The other thing.
Yeah, currently I think the company put 10%, but then there's one thing called salary sacrifice. You can put extra 5%. Just talk to your HR.
Yeah, this is based in Australia though. I mean, if you're watching this somewhere else in the world, there's bound to be a system in place, hopefully anyway, in whatever country that you're in.
Yeah, so I would have done it when I was started working. And I think I would have doubled my money now.
That's it.
Anyway, never too late.
Another one, it will be invest in property sooner. So when you're working, if you can, be frugal, but don't be too tight on yourself. You're bound to go out there and spend bits and pieces here and there. But if you can save a lot of deposit to buy that
investment property. For me, I would start by investment property instead of PPL. Because your PPL, it's your dream home. You want it the best, the greatest. So you may have to save up for a long time, demotivated. But on the other hand, for investment property, you can just buy something, and as long as people renting it, there's no emotional attached. That's how we started.
You work with numbers. You pretty much look at the numbers. Is this going to make money? Is it going to cover all of the mortgage as well as the expenditure of the property?
That's right.
Are you going to get more money out of this?
Yes.
So that's how we look at it when it comes to property investing.
Yeah, we started quite early, but I wish I did a bit even earlier. Because I spent so much money on other stuff.
I mean, you did it just before we were married. Let's say
a few
years before we got married.
A few years before I met you.
Oh, that. And then we sort of like supersized it when we got married.
Yeah.
So, next one will be adopting a good habits.
Yeah.
As early as possible. We building a habit to our children at the age of 4 and 5 years of age.
I think they're 5 and 6 now.
Oh wait, sorry, 5. But when we started, it was 4 and 5 years of age. Developing that good habit now with the intention that when they finish their childhood or when they decided to move out of home, they keep those habits.
Yes.
So,
example will be put your money in saving. In some in spending and some in your goal. That's how we teach the kids.
We just split our income into 3 ways. The kids, we split it a lot more ways, but a simplified version of them. We're doing it in jars. I mean, it's as simple as your jam jars or any glass jar or plastic jars. Every time you give them money, it has to be split into 3 ways.
Did I say investing? I don't know.
Yeah, investment is one of them.
I think that's most important that we teach our kids, because this morning our daughter was thinking, I got more money in my investing. Are you going to take out money from your investment? It's like a tree, you chop it, then you got no more branches and leaf. And she's like, no, I'm not going to cut it.
So another one would be diversify your investment options.
Yes, you don't want to put all the eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
At the beginning, we were all in properties.
Yep. But now it's like, you know what, properties is too high of a
maintenance.
Not just that, it's hard to reach. Like if it's hard to reach, then what other?
Yeah, I think a higher level of entry, you need a bigger amount of money for deposit or other cost.
So if you diversify them, for example, with ETF, managed funds,
small, the micro investment, that's how we diversify.
We diversify them as much as we can to minimize the risk in case if one of them goes down, hopefully the rest of them is not going to go down as well. And understanding the risk factor of that as well. A typical investment, there are risks associated. When
we first started, we didn't know about ETFs, and then we started on day trading.
And
we knew the risk. We know is leverage. You win a lot. You can make a lot of money quickly, but on the other hand, you can lose a lot more too.
And we were on the list a lot more.
So we were not good at day trading. So we start. I'm sure there are people, I've seen it, really good in day trading. But it's only a hand. I don't know. Not mine. No,
it's
no
not
comment.
our cup of tea, for example. Like
we don't
there are
have time for
different
that.
vehicles. Okay, like for example, if you look at in a property, what are you trying to do in property? Are you doing to renovate, flip? Are you going to do development? Are you going to do buy? a townhouse subdivision. You're going to split a land.
Yep.
There's a lot of different techniques. It's just that you need to start something.
I think you have to understand what it is and the risk that involve. That's it. And try it. If you don't try, you never know. We try day trading. Okay, not fast. We have to stop it.
We try property, and I'm like, okay, it's working, but there's a lot of hassle and there's a lot of, I guess, moving parts, I'd say. And then ETF, micro investment, as well as managed fund is less hassle on that aspect of it. Yeah. Trust yourself, not your influencer. Your influencer can be really, really high. I mean, we've seen other people like, whoa, they're really, they made it in that aspect of it. But you gotta trust yourself. You gotta start somewhere.
But the thing is, they made it is they understand that field. You may be able to copy it, but it's like a recipe. The way they cook is different to the way you cook and understand. So still, back to earlier, do something that you understand and you're passionate about it.
That's it. And if you can see the mechanic of it, and then so this is what we have to do. This is the formula, and I think it can produce this. If you don't try it, you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
So listen to others that have successfully execute what you're trying to achieve. For example, like I learned about eBay literally watching a lot of videos.
YouTube.
And copy and paste other people and see, I tweak it as I go along. So that's what I've been doing, and so far it works quite well.
Yeah, listen to people that have done it successfully. Not your friends say, "Oh, I heard Bitcoin is really good. You have to buy it." Well, why don't you buy it?
Yeah.
I don't have money. Okay.
So another one would be, well, for me would be watching more, but this implies, well, read more, listen to podcasts, educate yourself in any ways possible. I like in YouTube, let's say, I'm a visual guy and listening guy. When I'm in a car, listen to a lot of audiobooks or if not podcasts about the topic of interest. For me, personal finance is my interest, and building wealth is my interest as well.
Yeah, now I saw that you got a new one, discipline. That's good.
Yeah.
Something I think is just self-motivated or, just self-help.
Yeah, it's something that you're passionate about. So another one would be earning an income early. So the earlier you can earn an income, the earlier you get out from your fix of maybe spending. Or maybe the earlier for you to understand how
money works and this world works.
And if you spend all, then that means you won't have any.
It's the majority of the people back in the days when we first started working, earn all the money, spend them all. I didn't put much in saving. I didn't put in investing. Just start reading books. That's how I started. Books.
I mean, this is why, if you earn early, at least you have that fix quickly.
And then okay, I spent so much on that, I'll stop.
Yes. So have a plan is another one. Have a plan. What is it that you're trying to achieve in a year?
Goal?
A plan, a goal. How what you're trying to achieve financially, relationship, in anything. Have a plan.
And stick with it.
Yeah. I mean, we still got our plan. I wish you could actually see our board, but it's a massive plan. And we update it quite regularly as well.
That's right.
If you don't have a plan, you are building someone else's dream. So the last one would be?
Save and invest earlier and more regularly.
That's what I like.
Regularly is because of the compound interest. So for our micro investing, we do it daily, right? If the platform allow us to do daily, we invest daily. You don't have to put 100 a day. You can put $5-10 a day. So because that compound interest will help you to take effect for your profit or your return.
The other thing would be some platform, let's say, it requires you a minimum of X amount of money. Dollars. Then if you're comfortable with that, then save up to X, whatever the execution is, then do it that way. Another one would be, let's say if you tell yourself, I need to have X amount of dollars to put it on another platform. So that's what we've been doing. We do have the daily one. We have the
bigger one, at least I think $1,000 a trade.
And then another one would be $10,000 or so. So each one of them have its own pros and cons, but we do diversify as much as we can.
Yes.
So anyway, these are the advice that we would have given to ourselves if we were to see our younger 10+ plus years younger ourselves.
Hope these help.
Don't forget to subscribe, comment.
And see you next time.
Bye.
Bye bye.